Welcome to another webisode of Creativity is Contagious with Kimbo Daniel. Spring is in the air and the ducks and geese are outside honking away. My wind chimes are blowing like crazy and I hope that they don't drown out the sound. I am working on many projects today, and spring and Easter time make me just so happy and filled with joy over life. I want to celebrate life by wearing bright colors, and sending out gifts to people for their birthday is another fun way to celebrate life. I have so many friends and family that it would be impossible for me to go to the store and purchase cards or gifts for each one. Typically, I'll make a phone call, send an email, and I love to, as often as I can, send something special that I have personally made for them, be it food or a gift or a card. Now, I've shown you in past webisodes a painting that I was working on titled Cherry Blossom Festival. I went and had prints made of that piece. You can have prints made of your artwork or photographs at local print shops or copy centers, and they'll be more than happy to print them up for you, 4 to a page, and then you cut them out, mount them to your own piece of cardstock that you've folded in half, use some glue stick, attach it, put it inside of an envelope, and there you go. Very fun, very personal, and people seem to really enjoy getting them. You can also get your envelopes from local card shops. Sometimes they have overstock or overrun, and you can just ask them if they have any extra envelopes that they'd be willing to sell to you at a discounted price. Now today we're going to cover recycling as well, because springtime is a wonderful time to remember that our Mother Earth gives us so much and we need to protect her. And one of the ways that we can protect is by recycling. I am a great avid believer in recycling. I'm not as great as I should be or that I wish I was, but I try and I think that every little bit counts. I have a bucket here full of bottle caps. They are a neat thing that we can make jewelry out of. Out on the back porch I have a table that I'd like to show you that I painted a checkerboard on top of, and these make great checker pieces as well. Now today another birthday that I'm remembering is going to be honored by giving that person a piece of jewelry that I've made. Now she has 2 sisters that I've already given a similar piece to, but this is made out of glass and mat board scraps and tape and things of that nature, and I've just stuck them all together with glue and paint and what have you. This happens to be a photograph that I took of a blackbird in my backyard. I know you can't see this very well, but I'll show you a larger piece because I've taken that same image and blown it up, and I have framed prints. I've done many things with it. Today's gift receiver will get a necklace made with an image of a magnolia. I don't know if you can see that. Let me show you. This is a little tiny magnolia, but it's from a photograph that I took, and I went on the computer and turned it sepia toned. I'm cutting it out. I will mount it to a board. I'll stick it there. I will put a piece of glass or plexiglass over it. I'll stick another board behind, and I think today's project is going to be neat. I'm going to try something different that I haven't done before. Show you this. This is a little pull tab from a soda can, and I will use it as what I need for the hardware to hang the jewelry. But once it's together, it should be very attractive. Plus, I am putting some things together so that I can go to an elementary school and do a little show for them about art and recycling and what it's like in the daily life of an artist. So I will be working on many tasks. Hopefully it will keep their attention for a short while. These are old tape rolls. The tape came off of them. I ended up with empty rolls, and in the frame shop I have tons of them. So I'm going to take these and turn them into bangles. And the way that I plan on doing that is by lining them or gluing all over them with maybe pieces out of the classified ad of the newspaper, pages or sheets of old maps. I will use, and I've done this in the past, yellow pages. I have saved and accumulated many packages of my favorite snacks and things, and they're all in this little bag here. And I think that I'm going to take those cute little snack and treat things and wrap them around the outsides of the bracelet. And I believe that those will be colorful and fun. Now, this is a neat thing that you can hang necklaces from. This actually is ceiling fan or light pull chains from your local hardware store. So I have a lot of projects going as usual, but wanted to share them with you, and I thank you for taking your time to be with me today. Let me come on around. This is the print of that bird. This bird was outside in my yard in a tree. There's branches in front of him. I took the photo through a screen door, so that's why you see these interesting graph or hash marks there, and blew it up, and I just loved the way that it looked, so I went over it with a coat of antiquing medium, brushed it over with a little bit of polyurethane, built it up, framed it, and voila, I have art for the walls, or art to sell my clients. Okay, this is another project down below. This is an interesting relief sculpture thing that I have hanging, and I want it to merge with the rest of the decor in our home, and I'm believing that I'm going to get a brown wash thinned down with a lot of water and paint, and I will just brush that over lightly, dab at it with a cloth to remove the excess moisture, and I think that that will fit in the cracks of that really nicely. So I'm not sure how long that will take me. Maybe I'll show it to you on a future webisode. Right now I just want to show you this. I woke up this morning, made a pan full of oatmeal, and on the back of the oatmeal container there happened to be a wonderful sounding recipe, so I'm going to bake up some cookies to take with me to this week's portrait class. And let's see, back porch, excuse me, pardon the mess. Okay, this table here, very interesting and fun. I painted it black, painted a checkerboard on there, distressed it. We use rocks, or we use bottle caps, as I talked about earlier, and the kids really like that. Oh, thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate your time, and I hope that you learned something today, and I hope that you'll have something that maybe you can teach me or share with me. People send emails or even phone calls these days, but they like to send emails with attachments of photos of some of the projects that they're working on, and I would love to see your project. So go to our website and upload a photo. Share with me what you've been up to. Tell me how creativity is so contagious. You know what I mean. Stick with it, have fun, and happy spring. Thanks again. See you next time.